Today a reader, tomorrow a leader. SSET Englishtown.
Hi guys, it is Jane. I am here for my Monday, Wednesday, Friday, C3. Today we will be doing Unit 11 for listening in our Listening Juice for Juniors 3 book. So if you will turn to page 64, we will begin with public policy in different countries. All right? What are you missing in your list?
We're doing the camp.
Jerry, do you have an extra vocabulary list on you or no? Since you always get extra. Oh, you have? Oh, thank you. Thank you.
What?
Oh, you have? Okay. Oh. Never mind. Sorry. Thank you, Jerry. All right. So let's go ahead and get started with page 64, okay?
Unit 11, Public Policy in Different Countries. Start listening. A. Listen and match the definition with the correct word.
Number 1. A speech given before people, especially in a classroom. Number 2. To continue to succeed. Number 3. Rousing or cultivating interest. Number 4. Guidance or a decision adopted by a government. Number 5. To stress as an important matter or point. Number 6. A person who comes into another country to live. Number 7. To abandon or give up. Number 8. To express one's opinion to be true. Number 9. The act of combining different racial or ethnic people. Number 10. To interrupt.
B. Listen and choose the word that means similar to the word you hear.
Number 1. Manage. Number 2. Stimulating. Number 3. Emphasize. Number 4. Relinquish. Number 5. Disturb.
All right. We are going to go over those answers, starting with start listening number 1. All right. What did you guys get? What did you get?
B.
For 1 is actually C.
Birthday.
Yes, part A. Sorry, baby. C. So, okay. What about number 2? D. 3. J. 4. H. 5. I. 6. A. 7. 8. G. 9. F. And 10. Good job. All right, guys. Now let's do section B. What did we get for number 1? B. Number 2. B. Number 3. B. Number 4. A. And number 5. A. All right. Good job. All right. So, you guys ready for the next part? Yes? This is on page 65.
Listen in. Listen to the conversation and answer the questions. Kylie, can I borrow your society classroom for an extra day? I I just don't understand the differences between multiculturalism and the melting pot theory that Mr. Rand was lecturing about. That 2-hour-long class was just pure torture. Sure, Nicole. Let me just get my notebook. Here you go. How did you manage to write everything down? It was impossible for me to even stay awake during that class. It was a very stimulating topic for me. I found it very interesting that Canada and America have different perspectives on the public policy, even though they are located right next to each other. I can read your notes, but I can't understand anything. Would you explain it in simple terms to me? Sure. Multiculturalism emphasizes the exceptional characteristics of different cultures. Yet, the melting pot insists all the immigrant cultures be harmoniously mixed. Let me try to rephrase that. What you are saying is that Canada allows all its immigrants to keep their own cultural characteristics, while America forces all its immigrants to relinquish their original backgrounds. The melting pot policy is a bit confusing. How one can lose one's own culture and customs by just living in a different place. I don't think that's possible. I can't really say which public policy brings out the best result. The question is still controversial. Multiculturalists claim that the melting pot policy may cause the minorities to rise in opposition to the integration, which would disturb the balance in society. However, people who support the melting pot policy insist that forming one national identity consolidates the unity of a nation. And we have to write a paper about this topic, right? You'd better clearly understand the differences between these two theories. The topic of the paper is to express your personal opinion with 3 distinguishable supporting details. It's due this Friday. I am in hell. Somebody help! Listen harder.
All right. So I'll let you have a minute to finish your answers. All right, are we ready to start going over these? Or do you need a little bit more time? We're good? All right, number 1, Nicole attended Mr. Rand's class. True or false? True. Kylie understands the meaning of multiculturalism. True or false? True. America and Canada have the same public policy. True or false?
False.
False. What is America's policy? Do you know? Okay, so America's policy is the melting pot, whereas Canada is multiculturalism. All right, so there are many immigrants living in Canada and America. True or false?
True.
True. Nicole is ready to write a paper for Mr. Rand's class. True or false?
False.
False. Good job. Why did Nicole have a hard time in Mr. Rand's class?
C.
C. She couldn't understand the content of the lesson. Good job. What made Kylie interested in Mr. Rand's lecture?
B.
B. Different perspectives in public policies. Which of the following is correct about multiculturalism?
A.
Not quite A. C. It harmoniously mixes the different characteristics of culture. Which of the following is correct about the melting pot theory? So for this one, we put A. It is a public policy that the American government enforces. All right? And number 5, What did Nicole worry about at the end? C, how to do Mr. Rand's assignment. Now, something that's actually very interesting about what we are learning here is America is no longer considered a melting pot. Instead, they consider a salad bowl because they thought the melting pot was not good enough because it says we mix all cultures into one uniform culture. But that's just not true. America isn't capable of forcing everyone to have the same religion, same beliefs, same backgrounds. So we are a salad bowl. Because a salad bowl, the majority of it is what? What's in a salad? What's the big ingredient in a salad, guys? Oh, vegetables. What type? What's the leafy green things called?
Lettuce.
Lettuce, right. So the majority of a salad is lettuce. But that's not the only thing there, right? Sometimes there's cheese, sometimes there's tomato, sometimes there's carrots, right? So even though the majority is one thing, there are still some other things put in there as well that are their own individual items. So America is no longer a melting pot. We are a salad bowl because we are consistent of many types of things, even though we are the majority of one thing. Does that make sense? Kind of neat, right? Yeah. So that just shows that various cultures can change their perspective of their own culture. Very interesting. All right. So what you need to do for your homework is you are going to do page 66, listen and write, and page 68, today's news. All right, so that will be your guys' homework. And also please study your vocabulary. So for your vocabulary homework, you'll need to do workbook pages 53 and 58. So I will write this up here on the board for you. So your student book, which is the one we were just in, you need pages 66 and 68. Please make sure you listen to it again 2 times. And then your workbook, please do pages 53 and 55. Don't forget to write the definitions for your words, okay guys? We will have a vocabulary quiz on these words on Wednesday. Are there any questions? We're good? Yes, awesome. Thanks, guys.
Today a reader, tomorrow a leader. SSET Englishtown.